The world is in you. Friends, solving life's mystery requires one simple rule: live like a cell. But we don't. And the reason is clear. We have our own way of doing things. Our cells run on oxygen and glucose, the same fuel that powered ancient amoebas billions of years ago. Yet we crave high-fat, sugary foods, frivolous fad diets. Our cells cooperate beautifully. They follow evolution's ancient wisdom, but we find new enemies constantly, every decade, every year, sometimes every month. We all deviate from our body's perfect wisdom.
These lapses reveal something bigger. We're living someone else's old choices. We inherited beliefs that ignore life's mystery completely.
These beliefs nest inside each other like boxes. There is a material world. It's full of things, events, and people. I'm one of those people. My status equals everyone else's. To find myself, I must explore the material world. This belief system is binding. It leaves no room for soul searching, no room for the soul itself. Why bring mystery into a system that already knows what's real? But here's the embarrassing truth. No one has proven the material world is real. Science can't prove it exists. Any neurologist will tell you this. The brain offers no proof of an outside world. In fact, it hints that no outside world exists. All your brain does is receive continuous signals: chemical balance, temperature, oxygen consumption, a crackling stream of nerve impulses. This raw data starts as chemical bursts. They carry electrical charges. These blips travel through tangled webs of nerve cells. When signals reach the brain, the cortex assembles them. It creates complex arrangements of electrical and chemical blips. The cortex never tells us about this data processing. Instead, it tells us about the world. It creates sights, sounds, tastes, smells, textures, the whole array of creation. The brain has pulled an enormous trick on us, a remarkable sleight of hand. There's no connection between raw data and our outside world experience. For all we know, everything could be a dream. When I dream, I see vivid events, as vivid as waking life. But when I wake up, I know it was all inside my head. I'd never fall for this trick. I already assume dreams aren't real. Does my brain use different systems for dreaming and waking? No, it doesn't. The same visual cortex lets me see everything: a tree, a face, the sky. Whether in memory, in dreams, in photos, or right before me, brain cell activity shifts slightly. That's why I can tell them apart. But the fundamental process stays constant. I'm manufacturing trees, faces, and sky from random nerve tangles, from chemical bursts and electrical charges. I'll never find patterns shaped like actual objects, just a firestorm of electroconjugal activity. This embarrassing problem undermines materialism entirely. Thus we arrive at the second spiritual secret. You're not in the world. The world is in you. Rocks feel solid because your brain registers electrical signals as touch. The sun shines because your brain registers other signals as sight. There's no sunlight in your brain. Its interior stays dark as a cavern, no matter how bright it is outside. The whole world is created in you, and you could say the same thing. Are you in my dream? Or am I in yours? Are we trapped in some bizarre combination? To me, this isn't a problem. It's the heart of spirituality. Everyone is a creator. The mystery of how our viewpoints mesh fascinates us. How your world and my harmonize. This makes people seek spiritual answers. Reality is full of conflict, but also full of harmony. It's liberating to realize we generate every aspect of experience, good or bad. Each of us is the center of creation. People used to find these ideas natural. Centuries ago, one reality occupied center stage. Religions and traditions varied wildly, but everyone agreed. The world is a seamless creation, imbued with one intelligence, one creative design.
Monotheism called it God. India called it Brahman. China called it the Tao.
By any name, every person existed with an infinite intelligence. Whatever we did fit creation's grand design. You didn't need to become a spiritual seeker. Everybody's life already fit. The Creator permeated each particle equally. The same divine spark animated all life forms. Today we call this view mystical, because it deals with invisible things. But if our ancestors had microscopes, they'd see proof in cells. The way cells behave confirms their mysticism. Believing in all-embracing reality places everyone at existence's center. The mystical symbol was a circle with a dot. Each individual was secretly infinite, like the tiny cell whose DNA connects it to billions of years. But is one reality truly mystical? Look outside in winter. You'll see a chrysalis dangling from a branch. Inside, a caterpillar becomes a pupa. It emerges in spring as a butterfly. We're all familiar with this transformation. But what happens inside remains deeply mysterious. The caterpillar's organs dissolve into soup. Then they reconstitute into a butterfly's body. It bears no resemblance to a caterpillar. Science has no idea why metamorphosis evolved. It's almost impossible to imagine insects discovered it by chance. The chemical complexity is incredible. Thousands of interconnected steps. It's like dropping off a bicycle for repair, and finding it became a jet when you return. We know how events link together. Two hormones regulate the process: juvenile hormone and ecdysone. They ensure cells know where they're going, how to change. Some cells die. Others digest themselves. Still others become eyes, antennae, and wings. This implies a fragile, miraculous rhythm. A precise balance between creation and destruction. That rhythm depends on day length, which depends on Earth's rotation around the sun. A cosmic rhythm has connected to butterfly birth for millions of years.
Science concentrates on molecules, but this shows intelligence at work, using molecules as vehicles for its intent.
The intent was to create new creatures without wasting old ingredients.
If there's only one reality, day length doesn't cause hormones to change. Day length and hormones share the same creative source. They weave one reality together. That source uses cosmic rhythms and molecules as it sees fit. Neither causes the other.
Both tie to hidden intelligence that creates both at once. In a dream, a boy may hit a baseball,
But his bat doesn't cause the ball to fly. The whole dream fits together seamlessly. Here's another example. Two chemicals called action and mysone evolved long ago. They let insect wings contract and relax. Thus, insects learn to fly. When one molecule is absent, wings grow but can't flap. They're useless. Today, these same proteins power the human heart. When one is absent, heartbeats become inefficient and weak, eventually leading to heart failure. Science marvels at how molecules adapt, but isn't there deeper intent? In our hearts, we feel the impulse to fly, to break free of boundaries. Isn't that the same impulse nature expressed? When insects began taking flight, the prolactin generating milk in mothers is unchanged. From the prolactin sending salmon upstream to breed, enabling them to cross from salt water to fresh. The insulin in a cow equals the insulin in an amoeba. Both metabolize carbohydrates. Even though cows are millions of times more complex, believing in one interconnected reality isn't mystical at all. Look at your personal world, your apartment, your house, your room. Are you expressing who you really are? Your surroundings are symbols of your inner state. They mirror your consciousness. Ask yourself, am I seeing what I really want? Some things speak instantly. Others won't. A bright, cheerful apartment means something different than a dark basement. Yet a cluttered desk could mean many things. Inner disorder, fear of obligations, too much responsibility. Ignoring mundane details. This inconsistency is valid. We each express and hide who we are. Without dwelling on details, you can scan someone's space. You'll fairly accurately discern satisfaction. Identity strength, conformity, order preferences, optimism, or hopelessness. Step into your social world. When you're with family or friends, listen with your inner ear. Ask yourself, do I hear happiness? Does being with these people make me feel alive? Is there an undertone of fatigue? Is this just routine? Or are people really responding to each other? However you answer, you're assessing your world. And what's going on inside you? Other people are mirrors, like objects in your surroundings. Turn on the evening news. Don't watch as if events happen out there. Tune in personally. Ask yourself, does this world feel safe or unsafe? Do I feel the fear of disasters?
Or am I just being titillated and entertained? When news is bad, am I still watching to be entertained? Which part of me does this program stand for? The part dwelling on problems? Or the part wanting answers?
This exercise develops new awareness. You break the habit of seeing yourself as isolated, as separate.
The realization dawns. The whole world is actually nowhere but inside you.
To say you're a creator isn't about your ego. Your ego stays attached to your personality. Your personality doesn't create everything around you. Creation doesn't happen on that level.
Let's get closer to the real creator inside you. Meditate on a rose. Get a beautiful red rose. Hold it before you.
Inhale the fragrance. Say to yourself, without me, this flower would have no fragrance.
Take in the glowing crimson color. Say to yourself, without me, this flower would have no color. Stroke the velvety petals. Say, without me, this flower would have no texture.
Realize that if you subtract yourself from any sensation, the rose becomes nothing, just atoms vibrating in a void. Now consider the DNA inside each cell of the rose. Visualize billions of atoms strung along a double helix.
Say to yourself, my DNA is looking at the flower's DNA. The experience isn't an observer looking at an object. DNA in one form is looking at DNA in another form. Now see the DNA shimmer. Turn into invisible vibrations of energy. Say to yourself, the rose has vanished into primal energy. I have vanished into my primal energy. Now only one energy field looks at another.
Finally, see the boundary between your energy and the rose's energy fade. One set of waves merges into another. Like ocean waves rising and falling on the vast surface of an endless sea.
Say to yourself, all energy comes from one source and returns to it. When I look at a rose, a tiny flicker of infinity rises, from the source to experience itself.
Following this trail, you've arrived at what's truly real. An infinite, silent energy field flickered for an instant.
Experiencing an object and a subject, without going anywhere, awareness simply took a look at one aspect of eternal beauty. Its only motive was to create a moment of joy. You and the rose stood at opposite poles of that moment. Yet there was no separation. A single creative stroke took place, fusing you both. The world is not outside you. The world is in you.
And in that truth lies your power, your freedom, your infinite creative potential.